The Berlin Wall remains one of the most potent symbols of the Cold War, an iron curtain physically dividing East and West Berlin for nearly 3 decades. This documentary examines the origins of the Berlin Wall, focusing on the Berlin crisis of 1961, which led to the construction of the barrier and intensified Cold War tensions between the United States and the Soviet Union. Background: a divided city in a divided world. Post-World War II division. After World War II, Germany was divided into 4 occupation zones controlled by the US, Britain, France, and the Soviet Union. Berlin, deep inside the Soviet zone, was similarly divided. East and West Berlin. The city became a front line between the Communist East Germany (GDR) and Democratic West Germany (FRG). Freedom of movement. Until 1961, East Germans could move relatively freely to West Berlin, leading to significant migration. The causes of the Berlin crisis. Mass exodus. Between 1949 and 1961, about 2.5 million East Germans fled to the West, many through Berlin, causing a brain drain and workforce loss for East Germany. Soviet and East German pressure. The communist leadership viewed the migration as a threat to their regime's survival and legitimacy. Diplomatic tensions. Khrushchev issued ultimatums demanding the Western powers withdraw from Berlin, heightening tensions. The crisis escalates in 1961. US and NATO resolve. The West refused to abandon West Berlin, affirming their commitment to defend the city. Soviet moves. On August 13, 1961, East German authorities, backed by the Soviets, began erecting the Berlin Wall overnight. Physical barrier. The wall quickly transformed from barbed wire into a fortified concrete barrier with guard towers and patrols. Impact of the Berlin Wall. Dividing families and lives. The wall cut off East Berliners from the West, separating families and friends. Cold War symbol. It became a powerful symbol of communist repression and the Iron Curtain's reality. International response. The West condemned the wall but avoided direct military confrontation, emphasizing diplomacy and propaganda. The wall and the Cold War. Long-term division. The wall stood until 1989, symbolizing the ideological divide between East and West. Flashpoint for conflict. Numerous escape attempts and occasional violence highlighted ongoing tensions. End of an era. The fall of the Berlin Wall marked the beginning of the Cold War's end and Germany's reunification. The Berlin Wall's construction in 1961 was the climax of the Berlin crisis, a manifestation of Cold War rivalry and the struggle for control over Germany and Europe. It represented both physical and ideological divisions that shaped global politics for decades.